Hello there, my friends. Well, I'm up in the wood again and I'm doing more work on this bivvy that I bought. It's getting better and I'll do some work on it later. But this is not just about this. Oh, rain. It's Christmas, so get rid of this hat. It's Christmas Eve. Aha! Christmas Eve in the forest. 2023. It's been some year, isn't it? Oh goodness. Yeah, really some year. Anyway, today we'll do a wee bit cooking. I'll talk a wee bit, yap a wee bit, get a laugh at what's happened this year, and maybe get a wee bit grunt about the things that went wrong. No hellish much went wrong, mind you. There was a bit bothered at the beginning of the year. Camping wise, nah, we'll get rid of it. But anyway, the first thing is I need some tea. Oh. Today, I'm hoping to get away from here about 3 o'clock. Well, maybe earlier. And it'll give me time to get the video sorted. I've got all the side bits done, just to join the video together. And I'll put it up Christmas Eve, ready for Christmas Day. So you'll be seeing this on Christmas Day. So Merry Christmas in advance. Oh, that's great. Oh. So, I think we better do a bit of cooking. I've done a few cooking videos this year. This is a 2.5 litre pot by Trangia. I put a wee sort of grill thing in there and I put a thermometer on it. Oh, right, what are we going to go for first? As usual, I'll go for pigs in blankets. Right, let's get them on. I'm just going to put them on. Oh, and there's one of the pigs fell out of his blanket already. I better be a wee bit more gentle. Everybody likes pigs in blankets. And the good thing about them is, if you didn't eat them in a oneer, you could have them at a later date. It's maybe a wee bit too much in there. Anyway, and into the bag. Always the first thing you put up is your rubbish bag. Just tie it to your chair. And then I'll bother finding how to get into it. There's the entrance there. Oh yeah. Oh, now this pot's been bashed about so much that it doesn't fit right. That's nothing to do with Trangia, that's doing to me. But I get it sealed as best as I can. That's not bad. Anyway, I've got some tins of gas that are bits and pieces. I'm going to get rid of them today. Ah, that's it started. Well, what did we do last year at this time? Oh God. I tried to do a breaded cheese. Now, when I do it at home, I've not got any bother, but this was just pushing it a wee bit. I still ate it. I had to eat it to make it look good. But I went for the safe option. I've got pigs in blankets to start with. And sticky chicken skewers. Oh. Ah well, I'm getting here a wee feed while I'm sorting this out. I've also got a bottle of booze. Yeah, but this year, it started badly. Very badly. I didn't get a video up until about March time, or was it April, I can't remember. I went to the doctor in the January. Well, I'd had bother before I made my Christmas video. So I better go to the doctor, and it was suggested that I stop camping until I get things sorted out. So I behaved for a wee while. Also another problem, I didn't have a car. My car broke down and I took it to the wrong garage. It's all. I was without a car for about 10 weeks. Anyway, that's the end of the moans. I decided to have a look at car camping. That's where you kip in the back, get a bigger car and sleep in the back of it. I got the bigger car and I did a couple of runs in it, but one thing that they didn't tell you in your videos is the two guys that really do it properly are smaller than me. And I'm slightly taller than them, but I've got a long body. So it was just too uncomfortable for me to work in the back of the car. I may say, my daughter's boyfriend could have built a cot in the back for us, no bother. But you never know, I might still end up that way. You never know what's ahead of you. But I had a couple of good runs in the car. Now it's just plenty of room for putting camping gear in. And if things go wrong, I'll sleep in the front seat because it's very big and very luxurious. What's that? Oh, it's up to 100 degrees already. I faffed about doing other things, but to be honest, I'd lost a bit of weight, which was, I went on a diet where I eat a lot of meat. A low carb diet. And it worked. I lost a couple of stone and a bit more. Then I put a bit more on, and now I've taken a bit more off. I'm doing about 2¼ stone. And I feel a lot better. But I said to heck with it, I'm going to start doing a bit more camping. But as you know, I've got the big mountain cattle tent. But I was only doing camps where I wasn't far for the car. I did a couple here, but here in this woodland, I'm only 100 yards easy walk for the car. I can do that. And I was doing mostly one-nighters. But I was getting a wee bit worried about things to do. I was going to take up fishing again. I did a fishing video. You'll never see it, it was rubbish. I listened to other people and they said, oh, this place is great, it's fantastic, there's plenty of fish. Where's that hell? There's nothing in it. I wouldn't say it was a disaster. I got a good night's kip in the car out of it. But Then you ken what happened. I gets a phone call one morning from one of my mates that buys down in Leeds. Aye, your channels went blinking viral. 9 o'clock in the morning I had 5,000 followers. The next day I had 400,000 followers. Right, I'm in business. What do you do? That was a guy called Christian Keenan. He bides up Air Direction. Nice laddie, I've met him a couple of times. Oh, it's good. That's good. Well, anyway, that made my mind up. I started taking, I wouldn't say I was taking risks. I did more videos. I'm doing try to do 2 videos a week. Trying, sometimes I only do 1, but I'm enjoying myself. That's a big thing. My life totally changed through this. I must say, I get up in the morning and I've got something to do. New skills. And when I got started expanding the channel, okay, my name was on all the TV and papers and all the rest of it. One of the papers, I got onto YouTube and got them to get somebody to give me a wee hand. So I made the channel a wee bit better and a wee bit more formal and picked up 1 or 2 tricks and got rid of the flaming copycats. I had a couple of flaming stalkers. It was really bad on that TikTok. I had to join TikTok. I hadn't a blinking clue. One of my daughter's pals helped me get onto TikTok. I was wanting to name and remain anonymous, but I didn't get away with it. But I got a lot of help from a lot of people to get things going and get things sorted. And I'm grateful for that because I've enjoyed myself. It's been 6 really good months, very positive months. My attitude to people's changed a lot. Well, no, really, I always was the type that believed the best in people. I was having bother with some of the young, well, you came where I lived before, I was dealing with the young hooligans a lot, kicking their backsides. But my faith in the youth of this country has been restored thanks to the help that I've had. And I enjoy talking to them. I enjoy talking to folk in general. I could talk for Scotland. Oh, that's a good thing I picked up in the camping. Carrying a wee flask. It's better than brewing up all the time. Oh, we're up to about 140 now, 140 degrees, getting there. I don't know how long it's going to take. Okay, 20 minutes and I'll try it. Aye, 20 minutes. And I'll try them, see what like they are then. But the videos I've been doing, I've done 1 or 2 two-nighters. But it's been more looking at things. I've done a lot of cooking videos. But my cooking videos have been aimed at folk, young people maybe going away to college or looking for simple meals, looking after yourself. And I'm not a bad cook now. So I'm trying to pass it on, all the simple stuff. Like how to make a decent meal out of a tin of something. And what tins are best. What do they call it when you take something and you make it better? Value added. Adding value to the meal. And it's easy. And the stuff that I do is easy. And I'm doing it all in the transia. That's been great. I've had some good meals. Trangia, they made me one of their ambassadors. What does that mean? I get gear off them to demonstrate. And they talk to me. As you know, I've had this Trangia for a while, but they brought out a mini Trangia. I had to get my hands on that. And I thought, oh well, I tried it. It was okay. It's meths only, or fuel only. Nothing wrong with that. No with the modern stuff. No like the stuff when I started, it was rubbish. But the modern stuff's good. Anyway, I thought, this thing, I got a couple of mates that are a bit younger than me. They're in the forces and TA and that sort of thing. And they were saying, I showed them the wee stove. They said, well, we use the bigger Trangia. I said, but you didn't get supplied with them. They said, oh no, we bring them ourselves. So I thought, I'll do a video with a mini Trangia using a 24-hour ration pack. Now, I've always used 24-hour ration packs when I was away fishing years ago. But I got a modern 24-hour ration pack. What a surprise! It cost me, you can get them now for about £17–18. 24-hour, they'll do you for 2 days. And anyway, I did that on the mini Trangia. I was like a stuffed pig with the amount of calories I was putting into myself. But there's something for the guys that are wanting a wee cooker for out camping. That mini Trangia does the job. It's also got a built-in pot. That's the good thing about the Trangias. They've got built-in pots. And that built-in pot in the mini, who says you need a kettle? All you need is a pot. Pour a cup full of water in, you've got your brew. You can do most things on that wee Trangia. Most of the light backpacking stuff. The heavier stuff that I do, cooking big meals, no, you need something like this. But I got the bug, and I got the military bug, and what did I do next? I got one of these army cookers, or army setups. They call them Swedish mess kits. It's a big Trangia burner and a mess kit that you can make a windbreak and cook in. Also, I got one of them cheap. It's an East European one. Trangia's no made them in a long time, but the East Europeans did it. Anyway, I did the same with that. I did a bit of cooking and the army 24 ration pack on that. Absolutely fantastic. That was fun, and that's a great wee cooker for taking. Everything goes in there. You can do everything in it. Okay, it's, as I say, if it's good enough for the forces, every East European force and every forces in cold countries use them. I don't know what they're using now. I think they've got another version of it. In fact, I've saw another version. But also, it gives them a heat. I believe some of them has went out of these heating element things like the Americans. They heat the food. When you do it on a Trangia, it heats it, it boils it, and it heats the area. Great bit of kit. I'm quite happy with it. How did you guess? Oh. Anyway, I'm just going to sit here for a wee while. And when we come back, we'll have the pigs in blankets. I'll have a wee cigar as well. And I'm sure there's a, oh yes, there's a bottle of my homemade. Right, we'll be having that as well. Right, I'll see you a bit later once we get this going. Right, let's see how these pigs in blankets have went. I'll switch it off. Oh! Look at the colour of that. Whoa. Right, let's get them out of there. Onto a plate. I've got here to use a knife. Oh, there's got to be a bit of trockle to get out. Oh, there's two. Aha! They're definitely hot. Piggy wiggies! There's a lot of grease in there. Of course it's the sausages, you expect grease. It's going to need a damn good clean when I get home. Ah! Aha! Aha! Ah! Right, that's in there. Oh, lovely! Nothing wrong with a bit pig's room blanket. I know what I need. Something to drink. Homemade mead. Oh, that's about a year old. It will be. If I ever clean the kitchen, I'll show you how to make this stuff. It's dead easy. And it's quite potent. And it tastes nice. This could be the new drink. This could really take off and even be better than Venom. Aye, I saw the results of Venom. Oh, excellent, excellent. Anyway, the second half of the year, things really took off. Look at the disasters first. There was only 2 videos with any problems. One was I went out in a new bivvy, meaning to sleep the night. Well, I was meant to sleep the night in the car and do a bit cooking in the bivvy. And the bivvy just wasn't up to it. It was really bad weather. And the bivvy just wasn't up to it. Not like this bivvy. It's not as good as my original bivvy. But I've added things like I've got 10-inch fishing stakes, having it in. there's only 4 pegs, and as I say, they're 10 inches now, but you can put another couple with ropes or guy lines leading off the centre of the brolly. I've done that as well, and it's much stable. But that one that I tried, it just wasn't up to it. I gave it away to somebody for a fishing, to use for fishing. Another one, well, it wasn't really a disaster, it was merely a laugh. I went up the Mennock Pass, did a bit cooking, and I got attacked by midges. Oh God, they were bad. They were really evil buggers. It was that bad that by the time I was cooking, a young couple tried to pitch up near me. And by the time I was finished cooking, I'd done a runner. Mennock Pass, a lovely spot, by the way, if you want to try it. If you're wanting somewhere to try for the first time. But didn't camp next to the river, because that's where you get hit with the midges. Or if you do, play Avon also soft. That works wonders. But the rest of the year, it was all good videos. Are all fun videos. Even the bad ones I had fun on. Aye. Nah, what did I do? I did one overnighter. I drove up to, where was it? I always forget the name of that place. Anyway, I drove up the Clyde coast and we went for a sail on the Waverley. Well, I went. I've always wanted to be on the Waverley, and that's a fantastic day out, and it's cheap, so that's a good one for you. Get up there, I don't remember the name of the place, I forget things, it's an age thing, and jump on the Waverley. Here we sailed down the Clyde, absolutely fantastic, worth the money. And I went ashore in Arran for the day. Well, just to get a meal and get a look round. Yeah, it was quite interesting. But I'd love to go back to Arran. I'd left the car at the port. So what I did was when we came back, I still forgot the place's name. It's no Girvan, it's no Arvan, it's no Troon, it's further up. There's no much above Troon, so you ken the next one. Anyway, I jumped on a ferry and I went out to Great Cumbria. Now that is another great place to try. Not so much for the wild camping, but there's plenty of spots that I found. There's one road goes round the place, and there's all wee bits that you could draw in. And they've got Millport, and there seems to be everything in Millport. There's definitely a good Chinese, because that's what I had that night. That was a really, really good outing. I did a couple of campsites. I went to a campsite top end of Loch Lomond, Benglass. I might have pronounced it right, probably pronounced it wrong. That is another great wee campsite to go to. Absolutely fantastic. I got a bar, get a meal, brilliant. Then I went to a place, oh God, inland fair, Auckland something. But that was another good campsite. Nothing on it, but beautiful. Anyway, here comes the rain. I want to get my camera under cover. So we'll have a wee break. I'll be back in a minute. I've now got the chicken skewers on, but I think this is about to die. Oh, that's been lying about the house for long enough. I just brought it along to get rid of it. Ah, get a wee cigar. I'll have to give them up. The blinking price of them is getting silly. Absolutely silly. I might go back to smoking my pipe. In fact, I've ordered some pipe tobacco. What could be better, eh? A quiet afternoon, sitting in the middle of the forest, having a wee cook up. Anyway, back to this year. Back end of the year, I still hadn't heard anything from the hospital. You know, 9 months in, they hadn't sent me an appointment. I was carrying well, I still do, I carry a GTN spray, but I'd only used it once. The reason being is I've lost a lot of weight, and also I was a swimming coach for years, so I know a wee bit about anatomy and physiology. I know you shouldn't smoke. And if I feel anything coming on, I just sit down for 30 seconds and, I just keep going. But anyway, I phoned the hospital up and said, look, am I still on the waiting list? They said, oh, we'll give you an appointment, you just need to phone up. And I goes, oh, aye, yeah, right. So after a couple of failed appointments, I finally got seen and they decided I need more tests. So here's the big one, we're going to take a bet on this. I have to go for a test on the 29th of December, the Friday before New Year. That is going to be cancelled, isn't it? And they want me there at 9:10 in the morning. Now I live an hour and a half, 2 hours away from the hospital. I can see me turning up and, oh, I'm sorry, we're sorry. Aye. If that happens, I'll just have to find something to do in Dumfries that day. Even if something's a muddle, you still try to turn the positive out of it. But because there's still issues, I was very careful what I was doing. I did more walks, short walks, with Morag. I was doing short walks, nothing silly, nothing over an hour and a half. There's lots to do. Even if you are at risk, there's still plenty you can do. I did do a couple of camp outs. Well, you've just recently saw me doing. I've been working with paraffin stoves. And I did a 2-nighter with the paraffin stoves. But again, I wasn't far from the car. I took my time, if you're doing a two-nighter, you can take your time. And everything I've got to make it easier. Yeah, I do miss some of the more exerting things that I did, but I'm quite happy. Aye, and of course the highlight of the year, eh? Mark ends up on the telly. Aye, I got that email, an invite to be on Steph's Pact lunch. I had to travel down to Leeds, so of course you make a video. I looked after this well. Very professional setup. See the people that were running that? Well, that programme's now finished. I don't know why. They were blinking professional. Everything, they looked after me so well. You know, I went in, train tickets there, picked up at the station if I had wanted, but I wanted to wander about. Hotel booked. The next morning, somebody picks me up, takes me out to the studio, looks after me. They all looked after me, they all spoke to us, they made us most welcome. And I'm watching the folk round about. I'll tell you, they were a happy bunch and very, very skilled and very professional. But they were a very, very happy bunch. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that. Aye, and as you saw, I've got the wee camping trip to do next year. 3 nights in a camper van. I'm going to Plockton. I've always wanted to go to Plockton. Hamish Macbeth country. But also I've had some stuff to demonstrate, or can't remember the right word. This is the thing with age. Sponsors. I've been sponsored by Columbia Clothing, and I've had some good walking gear out of it. I've got some good winter stuff on the way, by the way. Who's it there? It's a girl called Molly that sorts all that out for me. Hello, Molly. You're a good lass. Yeah, Columbia's been great for us. I also did some torches. I'm going to get this wrong. The main firm, very, very good. In fact, these modern torches are absolutely excellent compared to what we had. Olight, their stuff is just out of this world. And I did one for another firm, sofa or something. All good gear. I've carried a torch all my life. Well, I used to carry them on my belt. But now, that's what I carry. It's one of the Olights. It's so bright. It does everything that my big torch did that I used to carry on my belt. That's in my pocket all the time. I got some freebies for them, and my mates all grabbed the freebies. I've been offered a lot of things to demonstrate. But I'll be honest, if it's not up to scratch, I wouldn't demonstrate it. And if it's something I didn't need or didn't use, I'm not going to demonstrate it. But anything I do demonstrate has to come within a window of acceptance. Not saying it's the best in the world. Nothing's the best in the world, but it does the job. The other thing I demonstrated was an all-purpose solar generator and panels. Now, when I'm away for a couple of days, I use them because I'm quite heavy on power. And also, they're handy to have for if we get power cuts, which we do down here. And that wee all-powers unit with the panels was very good. I know some of you know I've had all-powers in the past and I wasn't too happy with some of the older units. But that unit that they've got now, and the price it's on it, if you're looking for a entry level solar generator, that's the one to look at. It's been a good year that way. End of the year, I've been doing more walks. And as you saw, I've been to I thought it was National Trust, but it's Scottish Heritage, or I'll get that right, Heritage Scotland or something like that. I've been to a couple of their sites, so I've got to take out membership. Because there's a lot of good walks for Morag and me. We don't know how long it's going to be to get the all clear for the hospital. I might get it after this next visit, but I doubt it. I think I'm going to have to get a couple of stents. But we'll see what happens. Aye, it's been a right interesting year. We're coming up for the Christmas season. This will be up the night, which is Christmas Eve. I'm going to the watch night service, as I always do. I could have went to my daughter's tomorrow, but I've got things to do on Boxing Day, so I've got to stay here. Tomorrow I've got the prawns, I've got the Baileys, I've got the Aspis Fumante, a nice chicken joint. Oh, I think I've got, yeah, I've got Christmas pudding. Oh, I better go up to the co-op on the way home. I better go and get some cream to go with my Christmas pudding. I knew that was going to go out. Just shows you how easy it is to change things over, doesn't it? An impromptu demonstration. I'll spend the Christmas Day watching the telly. I've got plenty of videos to watch. I won't go into what I'll watch on Christmas Day. Some people would say it's politically incorrect, but that's me. A few cigars. I'm getting a good one. Next year. Well, after New Year and when I recover from my hangover, which I will have, I intend to have a good New Year this year. And make sure you do. I will, I've been asked to do the immortal memory at the Burn Supper in the village. I did the address to the lassies last year, but the immortal memory is something else. It's going to require quite a bit of practice. I got permission to video that Burn Supper. So we'll make that. One of my mates has asked me if I'll do a hand fasting for his lady and him. I'll think about it. I've done them before when I was younger, so I know what I'm doing. And of course, the big event, which will be about March, April. 3 nights with a camper van. I'm still going to have, I'm still thinking of getting a wee camper van. I'm slowly putting the money together. Very slowly. And I've got to thank everybody that supported me in that. Everybody that did on the pay thing. And the people that buy me a coffee. Yeah, that was a brilliant thing. Anyway, that's what lies ahead. I feel like I've missed a lot out. But I'm just going to finish up here. Nip up to the co-op to get somebody to go with my Christmas pudding. Get home. Join this video into what I've already done for it. And I'll get it up tonight. Then it's up to the watch night service. And get home for Santa Claus. Anyway, I want all you folk to have a really good Christmas. Enjoy tomorrow, make the best of it. Even if things go wrong, make the best of it. And enjoy New Year when it comes. Now, just after New Year, I don't know what night, sometime round about New Year, I'm going to do one of these open mic things again. And I might get it right. So, I'll talk to you all then. As it is, I'm going to have another wee coffee. So, it's been nice to see you. Bing! It's up! I'll see you all in the new year. Have a good one. Cheers.